Okay. So now imagine this setup, like we are a few months, a year down the road. We have also cool consolidated market making strategy on the app layer. It allows user to put their asset at work and make money on volatility. So we increase the TVL. Uh, and now, and you have arbitrager that can use this liquidity on the app layer as a different avenue to arb against the base layer. Now, what we can do is, and that will be a priority, like something we not mention in the roadmap, but likely something we will look to do earlier rather than later. We can go one step further and implement a contract that will participate in this arbitrage. So the same way we have external arbitrager buying on the base layer pool, selling on centralized exchange, we can have, or doing that using the liquidity, the app layer liquidity, we can, us as a protocol, have a contract that does that automatically and arbitrage base layer pool with app layer liquidity every block. And because the app layer has this unique benefit that because it's on THORChain, it's part of THORChain, and because we have this on-chain scheduler, we can actually inject transaction at the end of the block. So we can already know inside a block what's gonna be the shape of the swap queue and know exactly what people are buying and selling. And we can use the app layer liquidity to take the other side of the arbitrage and participate in the arbitrage in much more efficient ways than traditional arbitrager. And where it becomes very interesting, and that's to be confirmed, like us, we'll have to look into the code, and but it's just what we think based on our limited understanding for now of rapid swap. Where it becomes very interesting is suddenly uh, with rapid swap, we can use that to increase the speed of settlements. So it's not just we can, for sure we can do that to improve price, and that we know because we have been looking at long-term data as well, and we can see that typically arbitrager in average let the price deviate by 40 bips before they bring it back to whatever is the market price. And often it goes a bit further than that. And that's because, I mean, it makes sense. If there is not enough competition on the arbitrage side, that means you can let price deviate a bit more and capture more profits on each arbitrage. What we can do is come here and by arbitraging, targeting a lower spread, a lower deviation, we can make the pricing of the base layer pool more competitive every block when there is a swap. So that's step one, that's for sure. But now step two, with rapid swap, in theory, what we can do, imagine someone wants to buy 1 million worth of Bitcoin with USDC. He put a swap for 1 million, then base layer pool, or let's say 10 million. Okay. It's too big in theory, like the base layer pool would need to stream that over like many blocks to process it all. Now imagine we have enough liquidity on the app layer to provide liquidity on the other side of the trade. So we are willing to sell, we have an IM strategy, willing to sell at pretty much the Oracle price, plus minus a small margin, and willing to sell 10 million of Bitcoin, or let's say 1 million even. Maybe he doesn't have to consume everything, but so let's say it's really to sell 1 million of Bitcoin at Oracle price to something. Now we can have, we can inject this. We know there is this big buy swap happening from somebody buying from the base layer pool. Well, we know we have the liquidity on the app layer to feed that. And with rapid, we can inject a trade at the end of the block. And with rapid swap, it's gonna ping pong back and forth and fill up to whatever the app layer is able to provide, just in one block. And now instead of having to wait to delay your settlement over like several blocks, several hours, you can fill in part or all by the app layer much more efficiently. And so it means not only it will help THORChain to become more competitive on pricing, but it also help improve settlement speeds. And that's very big. And then, of course, there is always a bit of this friction, which is the secure asset mean slip fee, which THORChain charge, which is currently 10 bips. I think that's what Kenton was talking about earlier. Like we had fees on fees. Uh, I think once we start to have enough liquidity, like it would be interesting to experiment with that and see how much more competitive we can be on pricing on the base layer by lowering the fee on secured assets. And there is even a world, theoretical world in the future where actually there is no fees and 100% of the liquidity of the base layer can go through and pass to the app layer fee free. We only charge the end user on the app layer. And because this is with liquidity that is sitting on the app layer, THORChain still get 50% of those fees. So there is a way to completely remove this fee. Actually, not completely, because there is always be a fee, I think, proportional to the slippage. But I mean, with a bit of engineering, actually, it's probably even possible to go up with a step where we completely remove this fee. And there are a few considerations around that. What about other people also trading with secure assets? If they can trade secure asset without a fee, then they can go around um, the base layer. Well, we can find a solution for that. Actually, they will still pay the app layer fee, so it's not like it's completely free for like but so there are a few considerations to take and maybe a few changes to make to the base layer, but that's really the view. We can turn the app layer into the new liquidity model for THORChain, which will be much more allowing first to scale TVL once again, because it's no longer possible in all of the major pools in StarFi, to use a much improved, like brand new liquidity model, not XYK, but more capital efficient ones, and use that to improve both pricing and possibly settlement time of base layer swap. So that's really super exciting for me. I think that's not people don't really see that yet. It makes sense because like so far we have been just busy building the building blocks. That's why I'm so excited that we are finally moving to building those conservative liquidity strategy. And next, after that, once we put in place this arbitrage contract, I think things are going to start to become very interesting. And then it would be mostly a matter of upgrading for all those swap kits. And I mean, actually, it's probably for the API, Mika API that provides the quotas of THORChain. We just need to upgrade this logic so it's become conscious of the liquidity available on the app layer and how this will impact a swap given its size, how it will impact the price and the execution speed. And then based on this information, provide much better quotes to swap kits and other provider using this API at make THORChain much more efficient and competitive. Yeah, that's a view. That's a plan.